All right, Shalom. All right, next, is we're gonna do entries 2282 and 2287. We're gonna be back in it's gonna be Psalms 81 and 3. Real quick. All right, Psalms 81 and 3. Blow up the trumpet in the new moon, in the time appointed, on our solemn feast day. And even this is the Pesach, it's not on the new moon, but they also call it a Sabbath service, because it does come in on a Sabbath, but it's not it's not a new moon, but the Sabbath, that's another just like solemn event, as far as our heritage is concerned, that we have to keep, which requires, a lot of our the worldly holidays you let loose, but our feast days, once again, it's about discipline. All right, especially that past that Passover rehearsal, that we had, that was kind of like when it was like a lesson. It was like it was like being it's kind of like being, it reminded me of when I was younger, being involved in a lot of activities, whether it was practicing for a play, or a basketball game, or that director, that coach, or he wants you to get it right, or it's so and as far as that type of or it's like, and plus that's kind of like a solemn assembly too, or because you could be at risk of getting, or it's like cursed out, rebuked, or it's talking about remember I was in one play in high school, the director was like so I was like just like effing up on the lines and all that, or she was just like hey, you got to get it together or we're going to replace you, or, or we're going to put you out the play, or and even it's like basketball, or as far as or the coaches and all that, you get a lot of those of you involved in sports in general, you get a lot of rebuke, if you if you're not, but the thing is, people think this feast day coming up, or is a party. It's not. Think of it as think of it as that type of event, or with higher stakes, other than, or a trophy or a round of applause, or or money or things like that, or this rehearsal of the righteous acts, is or it's an investment, going towards your deliverance, towards your salvation, so that's how you have to think of it, or so let's get the scripture that has entry 2287, and then we're gonna look up the definitions, since we're going to be on the same page and all that. All right, so we're going to be in Deuteronomy, all right, 16 and 15. Yeah, but this if you want any more edification on the Pesach, or in general, or you can start at the top. All right, but actually, yeah, let's just do that. All right, Deuteronomy, all right, 16:1. Observe the month of Abib, and keep the Passover unto the Lord thy power. For in the month of Abib, the Lord thy power brought thee forth out of Egypt by night. All right. Thou shalt therefore sacrifice the Passover unto the Lord thy power, of the flock and the herd, in the place which the Lord shall choose to place his name there. Thou shalt eat no leavened bread with it. 7 days shalt thou eat unleavened bread therewith, even the bread of affliction. Affliction, that doesn't sound like any fun. It's not supposed to be. For thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt in haste. So you were making that getaway. Think about it. If you were let's say you get like locked up and you got that like jailbreak and things like that. Or no one's talking about spreads when they're trying to get up out of there. Or they're trying to make sure there's no snitches, no guards around the corner. Or those dogs, the barbed wire fence. Things like that are on their mind, not not any type of like party. All right. Thou shalt eat no leavened bread with it. 7 days. All right, shalt thou eat unleavened bread therewith, even the bread of affliction, for thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt in haste, that thou mayest remember the day when thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt all the days of thy life. And there shall be no leavened bread, all right, seen with thee in all thy coasts 7 days, neither shall there anything of the flesh which thou sacrificest the first day at even remain on. Ooh, let's repeat that. Or and then I'll explain why I that struck a nerve. Or all right, Deuteronomy 16:4. And there shall be no leavened bread, all right, seen with thee in all thy coasts 7 days, neither shall there anything of the flesh which thou sacrificest the first day at even remain all night until the morning. All right, so what wicked feast day does that remind you of? Or where you stuff yourself with food, but then, or you have but you still end up having enough food for the rest of the week. Or I could be talking. It's mainly talking about Thanksgiving. Or it could be talking about Christmas. Or but even the severity of it. Or no one's taking any plates home. Or so there isn't even any of that. All right, verse 5. Thou mayest not sacrifice the Passover within any of thy gates, which the Lord thy power giveth thee, but at the place which the Lord thy power shall choose to place his name in. There thou shalt sacrifice the Passover at even, at the going down of the sun, at the season that thou camest forth out of Egypt. And thou shalt roast and eat it in the place which the Lord thy power shall choose. And thou shalt turn in the morning and go into thy tents. 6 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, and on the 7th day shall be a solemn assembly to the Lord thy power. Thou shalt do no work therein. All right. All right. Of course, we're still going to get what it says in Deuteronomy 16:15, but just through the Spirit. Or that was obviously a more important group of precepts to bring out. So now we're going to look up 2282 and 2287. All right, first. All right, Slovakia. All right, but it says, all right, entry 2282. All right, it says Chag. All right, religious feast, festival, festal procession, feast, feasts, keep a feast. All right, sacrifice, solemn feast, sacrifices, solemn feast. All right, solemnity. All right, so or it is, or a feast because, or food is involved. All right, but it's just saying, or it's it's a feast, or that is serious.